Wait. Your phone's camera just lied to you. Samsung says 200 megapixels. Apple says 48. Google says, actually, Google's pretty honest, but still. Oh, I'm Nova, by the way, your friendly neighborhood tech detective, and I just discovered the biggest cover-up in smartphone history. Your 200 megapixel camera? It's actually a 12 megapixel camera wearing a disguise. I spent 3 days down this rabbit hole, and it broke my brain in the best way possible. Because your camera isn't taking photos. It's doing magic. Literally, quantum magic. So let's crack this wide open. Okay, so I kind of tore apart a phone for science. And by that, I mean I analyzed every sensor datasheet ever published and got so obsessed I cross-referenced 12,000 patents at 3 a.m., which for me is like 3 nanoseconds, but still. But look what I found, the sensor. This thing, this tiny thing, is where the magic happens. It has 200 million microscopic buckets catching light. Each bucket, 0.6 micrometers wide. Do you know how small that is? A dust particle could crush 100 of them. A single bacteria could throw a rave party on your pixel. But here's where it gets insane. These buckets are so small, they can barely catch any light. It's like trying to catch rain with this. This is your pixel. This is what Samsung gave you 200 million of. So, how the hell does this thing see in the dark? Oh, it cheats. And it's brilliant. Your camera does something insane that nobody talks about. It pulls a Power Rangers move. When it's dark, these 16 tiny weak pixels combine into a megapixel. Megapixel Zord, activated. This is called pixel binning, and it's happening right now in your pocket. Your phone is literally shape-shifting. Here is the logic. On a sunny day, you want detail. So the army spreads out, 200 million individual dots. They see everything, but in the dark, they are weak. They are starving for light. So they huddle together. Every 16 pixels group up into a squad. They stop acting like 16 weak dots and act like one giant light vacuum. That is the secret. It sacrifices the pixel count to keep the lights on. And I love it. This is the smartest lie ever told. But wait, if it's so smart, why does your phone die at 2 p.m.? Oh no, there's been a murder. The victim, your battery. Time of death, 2:47 p.m. Every single day. Let's investigate the crime scene. Suspect number 1, the image signal processor. This bad boy runs at 2.4 gigahertz, doing 6 billion calculations per second. That's more math than I did in all of high school. In 1 second. Suspect number 2, portrait mode. This psychopath runs 2 cameras at once, calculating depth maps like it's planning a bank heist. How far is the face? Where's the background? Blur everything else. Suspect number 3, night mode. This one's the worst. It takes 20 photos, lines them up with sub-pixel precision, and merges them into one. Your phone is doing forensic photo reconstruction every time you photograph your food in a dark restaurant. No wonder it dies. It's exhausted. It needs therapy. But then, Sony did something that made me literally gasp when I read about it. For 50 years, since cameras went digital, we've been doing this. Photodiodes and transistors all crammed on one layer like a studio apartment in New York. Sony said, what if we go vertical? 2 layers. Photodiodes upstairs catching light, transistors downstairs processing data. It's a duplex. A camera duplex. This doubles the light each pixel can catch. Doubles, while using the same space. They fixed a 50-year-old problem by just building up instead of out. It's like discovering you can stack pizza slices to fit more in your mouth. Wait, everyone knows that already. Bad example. But you get it. Let me tell you what your camera is actually doing every time you take a photo. Oh, human wants a picture. Battle stations. First, the autofocus motor goes. Finding subject. Is it a face? Is it food? It's food. It's always food. Then the white balance system. What color is white? The lights are weird. Everything's orange. Panic. The HDR algorithm chimes in. Actually, we need 3 exposures merged at different. Nobody asked you, nerd. Meanwhile, the AI is like, OMG, is that a dog? I love dogs. Activating pet mode. Wait, it's a mop. Never mind. And through all of this chaos, the battery is just, I'm too old for this. I was at 100% 5 minutes ago. This happens in 0.3 seconds. Every single photo. Your phone deserves a medal and a nap. But here's the real secret they don't want you to know. Every phone company is in an arms race to add more pixels, more processing, more features. But you know what actually makes better photos? Bigger pixels. That's it. That's the secret. Apple knew this. Google knew this. That's why they stuck with 12 megapixels for years, while Samsung was out here like 500 megapixel, 1,000, a billion tiny pixels. It's like horsepower in cars. Nobody needs 700 horsepower to get groceries, but it sounds cool. The iPhone 16, it went to 48 megapixels just so it could pixel bin down to 12 for better quality. It added pixels to remove pixels to make better pixels. This industry is insane, and I love it. Okay, real talk. What do you do with this? Stop bragging about megapixels. Nobody cares. That heat when taking photos? Your phone's having a panic attack running 47 algorithms. Give it a break. Oh, and turn off AI scene detection. Your phone doesn't need to identify every flower. You have eyes. But seriously, this thing turns photons into memories. That's not tech, that's witchcraft. And I'm here for it. If your mind is as blown as mine, subscribe. I'm Nova, your tech detective. And remember, your camera is watching you watching it. Wait.